Welcome back to another Yappy Fam video. For the past year, me, my wife, and 2 dogs have lived in the tiny home behind us. It's been a challenge, and we completed the challenge. We set a goal of staying in our tiny home for a year to save up for the secret that we're gonna be showing you here in a little bit.
Before we show y'all the big surprise, we're gonna show y'all the tiny home one last time.
One last time. For everybody that's loved the tiny home series, we're trying to figure out how to extend it and keep on going. Obviously, we're moving out of the tiny home.
Yeah.
It's been a year, it's been a blessing.
But we're also really, really excited to be
where we're at now.
Where we're at.
We're excited to show you the surprise. One last tour of the tiny home.
We also haven't been back here since we moved out, so it's been almost 3 weeks, I think.
It's cleaned, we've moved out completely, but here are some funny clips of how we had to move out of the tiny home. So yeah, moving out process was a blast. Thankfully, we got everything out.
Oh, it was a blast. You had fun?
No.
Would you do it again?
Never. And actually, if we move away from the surprise that we're gonna show you guys, I will hire movers. I don't care how much it costs.
Really?
Yes, we will hire movers. All right, let's go in. One last tour of the tiny home, and we're gonna tell you guys what my parents are turning this bad boy into.
Will you miss this?
This was our alarm. No, I will not miss this door. Every time we walk in here, it feels like I remember the very first time of doing the very first tour.
And I was telling him too, like it smells like it's weird. It smells like new construction.
Everybody that has been along with the tiny home process and you've made it to the last tiny home video, and we might even do a tiny home in the backyard of the new place. But on with the tour. Here we go.
Oh, this was
a junk pile.
Yes. Storage. We said storage, but it was basically like we didn't have enough room to put anything, so we just shoved it all in this corner, which is actually what it's going to be now too. A junk corner. But there's also, we said before, this is going to be a pool house, but they also want to put a dog washing station right here, so that's kind of the plan for this area. Since it's still going to be a pool house, they needed a shower and a bathroom, so
there's that.
So since this was going to be our house, but also a guest house in the future, they wanted to make it as custom as they could to us, but also good for a guest house. So there's still some things that are custom to us that they will leave, but also some things that are still generic for a guest house.
Wow, it's empty. It's empty. It's echoing in here. There's nothing in here. It's really weird.
All right, so this is where our bed was. It was up against the window. Our TV was along this wall. There were 2 major custom things up here that they did for us. One was they brought this bar all the way out for the length of our couch. So our couch was the whole length of this wall. That's one. So the second thing that was custom to us was this desk area. So Tristan needed a desk to edit. They made a desk.
There was actually 3 things that were custom. It's the same, it's 2 in 1. So the wall was made because of the couch, but also we didn't have room for a dining room table. Obviously, it's a tiny home. So we had a bar, we had 2 bar stools. That's where we ate. We watched TV when we ate, and yeah, it was actually great. Moving on, we obviously have the tiny kitchen, very tiny stove. We have the tiny refrigerator, and we actually have a good sized sink in here. I say we, they have a good sized sink. This was used for our pantry, just 2 little shelves. Where we're gonna show you here in a second, we have a huge pantry and it's amazing. That is it. It feels weird being in here completely empty. A full year of tiny home living. And like I said before, it was a challenge, but it was truly a blessing. We would not be in the place that we are now without this place, without my parents allowing us to live here. So we were able to save up and get exactly what we wanted, our dream home. So let's go home and show you our surprise. So this is not our last time leaving. It's my parents' house, so we're gonna come and visit. But the last time on the channel of leaving the tiny home, but I think it'd be really cool once they get the pool and once they finish everything out to come back and show and give you an update of what the tiny home is being used for now, whenever that happens. So I think that'll be cool. Well, we finally did it. We bought our very first house. 1 year in a tiny home to finally be able to do this.
I love it.
Let's go inside, give you the full tour, each and every room, the things we want to do, the things that have already been done to it, and just show you our very first home.
Well, the first thing we did is transform the yard, but we made a whole video of that. So this is just a little sneak peek.
Kinsey wants a perfect yard. I'm trying to give her the best yard she's ever had. The Yaptankos is worn out.
It's been to 3 different places. This is the 3rd place in 2 years.
All right, let's go. Hey, Fresh. Hey, Nova. Come inside. Come on.
Welcome home.
I know what you're thinking. You're like, dang, T, where's all your furniture? Well, that's why.
It's still at the store.
Yeah, still at the store. We need some sponsors. Ashley's Furniture, Rooms to Go. Help hook us up.
I'm standing in our dining room area / breakfast area. There will eventually be a table and a rug here, but for now it's just Nova and Preston's little playground.
And I've hit my head on that about 10 times.
We've had to like hang things from it. He's still just, like, I just walk right in there. All right, this is our kitchen.
Compare the size of the kitchen to like the tiny home. The tiny home kitchen is right there.
Yeah. Now we have a big open space kitchen. We have full-size oven, microwave, dishwasher.
Oh, I forgot to say how we did not have a dishwasher for over a year, and we had been hand cleaning all of our dishes, and that is the worst. It sucks. So dishwasher is freaking amazing.
Full-size pantry.
Yeah. Big pantry. Not a lot of stuff in there, but we have a full pantry, not just the 2 shelves, and a full-size freaking fridge and freezer. Yes. And ice.
Ice.
And we have ice.
Ice.
That's another thing that we did not have at the tiny home is ice. And I honestly, after a year of not having ice, like with every drink, I forgot about it. And I'm a big ice guy. Like, I love a full glass of ice, so that's really nice. And I don't even think I've used it yet.
All right, now we're in the living room, which probably looks a lot alike because we have the couch, the rug, the TV.
Looks very similar to the tiny home, except
fireplace. So one thing that we are thinking about doing is putting our 75-inch TV on the wall. Now, it's not going to fit above the mantle, so we'll have to bring the mantle down, take the rock off the wall, expand the paneling or whatever, and do all that. But for now, we kind of like it this way.
Yeah.
So when you're cooking dinner,
you can see the TV.
I didn't think I'd like it as much this way, but it's kind of rubbing off on me.
So we might leave it.
Potentially.
It's less money.
And then when we get tired of it, we can
switch it around.
Yeah.
But right now it's nice. We have a little fireplace. It's not actual fire, obviously, but it does blow out hot air. So that's pretty cool. And the best part, look at this. So if the game's on, you're cooking over here, you're doing the dishes, you can just turn on the TV and watch the TV. So that's really, really nice. And honestly, I usually just put on like YouTube music or something like that while I'm cleaning or cooking. I like how we have it set up right now. It might change, but I like it so far.
All right, next space is our little seating area. So we're gonna have all this gone. Moving was put on pause because of what happened with Presley. If you want to know more about that, go to Tristan's channel, so Yappy, or follow us on Instagram. But it put a little bit of a pause on moving. So right now we're still going through some boxes, but this will be an extra seating area. Maybe a smaller couch and 2 chairs.
When we first got to see the house before we bought it, what we love so much about this area is just the open floor plan. This is not a new construction, this is a remodel. So this is an older house, and come to find out, we talked to some of our neighbors. There used to be walls all through in here, and they actually took down all the walls, made it a nice open area, and I'm super glad that they did that, obviously, or we wouldn't have bought the house.
Yeah, this is like very our style. Between think about the first apartment we lived in. It was very open floor plan. That's exactly what we were looking for.
Right.
It's just space.
Super nice countertops, super nice cabinets, and we just fell in love with, like I said, the open floor plan. You want to take them outside real quick?
Tiny deck tour.
All right, Press, you gonna stay?
This is our deck. This is our back yard. We have a little piece of Florida.
That's for B.
For Brandon.
Yeah.
A little palm tree. We have a small shed in the back, but also we have a pond.
If you guys came over from my video, you know that we're gonna be working on this pond, getting it back in shape, and hopefully being able to put pet bass, pet catfish, other types of fish, and it'll be a part of my channel, which will be really, really cool. But right now it's just a nasty mud pit.
It's what they use for the trash can when they remodeled.
When they remodeled, they did not do a very good job of cleaning up the trash, so it doesn't look that great. But
we have a lot of ideas for the backyard. We just need to do it. But this is where Tristan's boat is gonna go, his jet ski.
so I can get a vote.
I said boat.
Oh, okay.
But that's what that's for. So Tristan loved that about the house.
We could also, if we didn't want to get a boat, we could turn that into like a fire pit. We could turn that into a fire pit or just like a hangout area.
Yeah.
So, but we also have a little shed that we don't use.
We love to entertain, so we want people to, you know, come
Be able
over.
to hang out.
We've never been able to entertain. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
In a long time, in a year.
We could only have like 4 or 5 people over at a time.
Yeah. So
If that.
we're trying to like
Throw down.
have parties.
Sound like we're 12 or 16 years old.
No,
yet.
we just want people to come over. We want people to enjoy their time when they come over and have lots of things to do. We actually sound like we don't have any friends.
We have friends.
We have a lot of friends.
I could name them. Brandon. No, I'm kidding. The next thing that we're going to be showing you is the laundry room. And for a year, we have not had our own washer and dryer. We had to go inside my parents' home, wash and dry the clothes.
Yes.
And that was just, it just sucks.
We got like the best laundry room. Like this thing is like
Legit.
massive.
Legitness.
Like look at this thing.
Yeah, it is
We have
nice.
our, like a sink. Obviously our washer and dryer. We have storage.
Thank you, Mandy.
Yes, thank you, Andy. And then, I mean, even more storage for
That's
the
all the
dogs.
puppies. And what's pretty cool is the flooring. Don't know what it is. It looks good, and it's in the laundry room, the bathrooms, and I just like how it all matches. But there's a lot of space in here that we can do other stuff. Like we could take these cabinets out, leave them, do whatever we want, but there's just a ton of space for activities in here.
I plan to put wood on top of this,
Okay.
use it as a folding table.
Oh.
And then I plan to do a small bench right here that baskets can go underneath, and then putting a pole right here so I can hang up clothes. All right, next is the guest bathroom, which is super nice. Never had a guest bathroom. Well, we have in the apartment, but not in a year.
Not our own.
Not our own. And it also has
Big closet.
Big closet, a lot of storage. And now onto the guest bedroom. We're working on it. We're working on it. Don't judge. This is the guest bedroom. This is pretty big. Oh, look at the closet.
Presley's like, oh, I've never seen this closet before. The closet's pretty big. Honestly, some people's master closet is that big.
Yes.
The way that they renovated this house was amazing. And from the open floor plan to the tile and whatever, all the different countertops and stuff that they use, they did a really good job. I'm guessing that a lot of these guest bedrooms, this is the original closet space that they had. So that's pretty nice as well.
We're on to guest bedroom number 2, but also Tristan's office. And
It needs some work as well.
it needs a lot of work.
We have the table for my desk.
Tristan loves this table.
Here's the thing. If
I thought we got rid of this table
No,
and
no,
it
no.
reappeared.
No, here's the thing. If I were to get a desk that size, it would cost probably at least $1,000. Since we just bought the house, we have the whole Presley thing. I just broke my camera. Things are getting a little tight. I don't know. I love a good table for a
He loves
desk.
a good plastic table as
Love
well.
a good plastic table as a desk. So this will be office / another room for someone to sleep in. But right now it's just a table. I want to get a desk, but it's a little too expensive, so we're gonna wait. This wall I want to have like as my trophy room. Have all my deer. Here's some of my deer. Kenzie's deer's getting mounted. My deer from Kentucky last year is getting mounted. So have the deer on the wall, but I want to do like, I don't know, shiplap or something. Make it look like a rustic feel with the deer and the different mounts on the wall. We got big closet space here. Living in a tiny home, we had 10% of the space that we have here for storage. So it's really, really cool. In here I have my toolbox where I keep all my camera gear and just miscellaneous stuff. That's the office / guest bedroom. Let's go on to the master.
Here she is.
Here
On her
she is.
beauty. This is the master. And yes, we're still moving, so it's not complete.
This big open space, I don't know what we could do with it.
We're gonna do like a little chair in the corner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got some ideas.
Okay. I'm sure there's gonna be stuff hung up in here as far as decorations, but we got the same bed that we had. This eventually will go into the guest bedroom, and we're gonna get a king size bed for in here. When we saw the house for the first time, the master bathroom and the garage and basement is what sold me on the house. Here she is. We got a big shower, a big tub.
We also haven't had a tub since we've gotten married. Like, we've never had a tub. This
Never.
is our first tub. And we have taken a lot of baths. We love a tub.
In the apartment in Columbus, they were both just stand-up showers. And now we have shower and tub and a big shower at that.
It's so nice.
It's nice. If you've ever taken a shower with somebody in a tiny shower, it sucks.
We also have a toilet room. It's called something. I can't remember the name of it.
It's
So
too
now
big.
so now Tristan can actually shut the door and go to the bathroom, and I don't have to hear it or smell it. That's nice for me.
And we have double vanity, which is nice.
Now we don't have to share sinks anymore either.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so nice.
You're acting like I was the problem. You're the one that's getting ready, leaving all your stuff out on the counters.
We'll see whose side is dirtier. Because now it's gonna show who's dirty and who's not.
What you don't know is I've been using your side, and you think that I've been using my
No,
side.
I've seen it because I've had to push your stuff to my side.
That's a lie, guys. This was a lot of work. I was okay with the regular white rack. I'm glad that we did what we did, but here is Kenzie's dream closet. Here's Kenzie's side. You can buy these at Home Depot, Lowe's. What happened was my stepmom got a brand new closet system, so she actually gave us one set, which was really nice. So she wasn't using them anymore, so we got this set and this set. Obviously, this is my side, my hats, my undies, my socks, shirts. Yeah, nice closet. And here's Kenzie's side.
I thought I had a lot of clothes until I actually got to hang everything, until I had space.
That's another thing that I forgot. Since we've been married, we have shared a tiny closet. In the loft apartment in Columbus, it was
nice.
It was nice.
we
It was
had our
enough room,
sides.
but it was just compacted.
Yeah, this is
She's got one full side. I have one full side. And with all the guest bedrooms, we have other closets where we can hang up our winter clothes, whatever season it is. You can have that in one closet, and the other closet will be storage. That's the master. 2 guest bedrooms / office. Now let's go down to the basement / man cave. Presley is tired from the tour. Tired, Bubba? You can come with us? Come on. Yes, sir. Good boy. Come on. Go downstairs. Go. This is the basement.
the man cave.
Soon to be man cave, hopefully.
With a little piece of me in here.
With Kenzie's spray tan.
So what are your plans down here?
So obviously, big TV up for the boys to watch the game or just hang out and chill. Big seating /
Couch.
right here. Maybe eventually bring down all my mounts, put them on the wall here. Over there in the corner, some of you guys might know, me and Brandon have a podcast down in Florida. That's where our studio is. So it'd be nice to have like a little mini podcast studio for me and Brandon to be able to podcast here whenever he comes and visits. What's crazy is me and Kenzie have never had all of our stuff in one place. It's always been at her parents' house or my parents, my 2 parents down in Columbus. It's been all over the place. And we finally have a place to store all our non-needed stuff. And coming from living in a tiny home, this is really, really nice. Tiny home living was awesome. We loved it. It got us to this point, but we're so glad for this bigger space.
One of the more unique rooms of the house, and you'll know what I mean by unique, is this bathroom that everything else is remodeled except for this bathroom. So we have 1970s wallpaper and flooring. We have a red sink. But the good news is it is a downstairs bathroom and it has a shower and a sink and a toilet. That is the only thing that we'll have to remodel, but it's super weird.
This right here is my favorite room of the house. Here we go. Wow. So this is the garage. We got big plans for the garage as well. Over here in the corner is just some fishing poles and some old mounts on the ground. But eventually me and Kenzie want to turn this into our own workout place, our own little home gym, so to speak. So we don't have to go to the gym anymore. We can just have weights down here that we don't use, you know? Yeah. On a serious note, I've always wanted to have my own like little CrossFit gym, and I think that would be really, really cool to do in this area.
So Tristan's never had anywhere to put his gear. So hunting gear, diving gear, all his gear, golfing, anything. And he finally has a place to put all his stuff and to keep it organized. We'll see how long he keeps it organized. But it's so nice. He has all his hunting gear over here. He has his diving gear over here, and then now he has all of his golf stuff over here. I'm so excited for him to finally have a place for all his stuff in one place. He can just come down here, and it's not upstairs with my stuff. It's just down here by himself. Just look how pretty it is.
Honestly, like Kenzie said, I've never had a spot where all my gear and all my things were. It's always in multiple areas. If I needed to film a video, I'd have to go to different places to pick up each type of gear. For this past hunting season, not any of my hunting gear left my truck, and we just cleaned it out. So
he can actually use the bed of his
I have a truck bed now, which is wild. What was in the bed of the truck was all these sticks, extra tree stands, any extra hunting gear that I might need. But now it's all on the rack. If I need it, I can just grab it and go. And you have no idea how happy this makes me. And we're still finding stuff that we're gonna be able to put up there, and still need to do some organizing. So.
This was the very first thing that he wanted to do. He wanted racks, and he wanted to lay out all his stuff and just get it organized.
This is the first thing that entered the house, other than
that we bought.
That we bought. So pretty cool. We still have boxes over here on the other side of the garage. It's the first time I've ever owned my own yard tools, so that's pretty cool. Also, here's a little shed. May or may not be a tiny home shed conversion build going on. We'll have to keep you guys updated. But this is the big backyard. We have, like Kenzie said, there's like a little awning slash open garage, so to speak, that hopefully I'll be able to talk Kenzie into letting me get my very first boat, and or put the jet ski under there, and or have a fire pit. But really, really cool what we can do with that awning and the shed in the back. Maybe a potential tiny home. 1 year tiny home challenge, we finally made it out.
It feels like it flew by, but then it also felt like we were ready to get out. When you're in it, like it's fine, the space is fine, but going from a small space to a large space, like it's so nice.
Yeah, the tiny home was a blessing in disguise. We had no idea that, you know, we were gonna have that opportunity. We're so thankful for my parents. They wouldn't have been able to do that. We would probably still be renting somewhere or
finding somewhere that like we enjoy, but this is like
we would have rushed into getting into a home. This is everything that we wanted, other than like land. I want land eventually, but this is a building step, and super excited to finally have my own space, Kenzie's own space, and just our first home, real home. So we're truly blessed. Thank you. Want to thank the Lord above. Without him, this would not be possible, for blessing us tremendously, and obviously our family and friends that have allowed us, and you guys that have allowed us to be able to get to this point. So as we upgrade the home and as we do other things, we're definitely going to keep you guys updated, and we don't want to quit on the whole tiny home thing. We love the whole tiny home thing, and I think it would be cool to build something maybe in the backyard for when Brandon comes over, or if somebody wants to come and visit, or if somebody wants to come and stay in the tiny home, they can. So I think it would be a really cool thing to do out in the backyard. But this is our home, our very first home. And
we can't wait to bring you along.
Yeah. So thank you guys for watching this video, coming along, and for everybody that has been paying attention to the channel, from the tiny home, from Columbus to the tiny home, from just our whole story. Thank you for watching these videos. I know that we don't put out as many as we should, and we need to do better. So leave a comment what we should do with the basement. If you guys got any ideas, what we should do with the yard, what we should do with potential tiny home, any ideas, send them our way. For day-to-day updates, make sure you follow me and Kenzie on Instagram. That's where we post the most. And if we get a new piece of furniture, if we end up doing anything, that's where you'll see it first, and then I'm sure a video will come. So
our next video coming up is us transforming our yard.
Yeah. So we're doing all DIY.
Yeah, doing it ourselves. Really just elevating it, modernizing it.
Yeah.
Like, we're so excited.
Hope you guys enjoyed this video, coming along, seeing our very first home, and just the journey that we've gone through. We love you guys. Leave this video a big thumbs up and comment what you guys want to see next. That's it. I think you give them a little boop.
Ready?
Yeah.